Okay, we're just starting our knife fighting training this morning, and we're warming up. And what I'd like to share today is the importance of taking more than one step to avoid being cut or stabbed. Guru Dan Santo teaches this. Dr. G teaches this. The late Punang Guru Edgar Salute taught this. And it's a huge truth. If Ron cuts or does something I can't read, I take one step, I get cut. But if I take two steps, quite often I can get out of the way. And he knew what I was going to do there, but lots of times you go pick it up, but sometimes you can't read it. And sometimes I'll say, I have to get out of the way. If I take one step to safety, he can lean and cut me. If I take two steps, the lean doesn't make it. Now, the key is, your second step has to be faster than the first. You take the first one, but the second one or third one has to be like lightning. You really got to go, because if he feels like he's got you on the run, he's going to follow and try to slash you as you turn away from him. So that first step has to be predicated by another one. And the way you do this, get used to this, is with a Bosu ball. This is my secret weapon, my Bosu ball. Almost every day, I do this exercise, usually barefoot, but today I have shoes on. What this does, it teaches you to go from here to here to here, pretty effortlessly. Because you're used to picking your foot up, take some effort to put it up, get your balance, come down. So this will teach you to drive to the side, here, here. Now, seldom do I just go straight like this. There's usually some elliptical as I leave. I take one step, the other step may be pushing here so I can actually run out. Sometimes I'll take the step here and push here and do almost humbug by was. So I'll take the first step to the side, the second step here to get the angle I want. Because I know he's going to probably try to cut me.
If you go on the internet and search Thompson, the buffalo charge, you'll see him use that exact footwork to get away from a charging buffalo.
So you can go completely laterally. You can go on an elliptical motion around, or you can go forward on the female triangle and turn and see what he's going to do. When he's using two knives, your danger goes up exponentially because you got to pick one. He can still come with that other one. He misses that one, takes a step, cuts you with the other one. So sometimes it ends up 3 steps even to get away. Or sometimes you may have to run out because he's putting that much pressure on you. And at that current moment in time, you're not prepared to receive him. Not always. Sometimes I can see what's going on here and I can pick that up. But sometimes I just can't see it. I'll take 2 steps back, or I'll take 2 steps to the side. The side is preferable, but going backwards is faster. This is always faster than forcing yourself to do this. This takes a lot of training.
And that's where this ball comes in. If you just sit there and work that abductor and
I got charged by a wild boar in Australia, and I threw my spear, and I thought I was going to prang him right in the middle of the chest. Oh no, it didn't work out that way. It went over his shoulders, slid across his back and off his ass. Now, he was already wounded. I'd already shot him with a rifle. And we were in an area where I couldn't have a handgun. So I threw that spear, and he came for me. And I had a Laredo Bowie. So I told myself, push, push, push. And I pushed to the side and drew my knife. And as he turned to follow me, he fell dead by the grace of God. Otherwise, that's not my idea of a good time going mano a mano with a wild boar with a Bowie knife. But I'm pretty sure that if I backed up, he would have caught me. Again, and I can remember saying in my mind, push, push, push. Get to the side, make him turn. Don't let him have a straight line attack at you. And like I said, by the grace of God, he ran out of gas and died.
What I want to add to it is, almost always if you can't double push, if you can't, you can only do one, you better make sure, go.
Yeah, if I can only do one, I need to turn and get back behind my blade.
You need to get your hand, the knife hand working.
So if I can only take one step here, I know that you have to be on high alert. This is not going to get me out of danger. That one push isn't. So this knife is going to have, it gets me away from that knife hand, but not that knife hand. And if I come back this way, I need to be able to run out because I took both my knives out of play. Once you turn your back so far, you really can't engage again without a big body motion. So if you just go a small elliptical, I can still get him. Or I can still get him, maybe. But when I turn to run, and you have to know that he might follow. So you might need 5 or 6 steps to get away from him. There's no way to predict exactly what to do. A knife fight is so chaotic with such broken rhythm and such horrible angles that it's hard to tell exactly what to do, how to make a plan. But quite often, you're almost always better to take a step to the side. Even if you step into the attack as you're going to the side, it's still better than just receiving it statically here. So receive every attack with motion if you can. Like I say lots of times, sometimes your feet feel like they're stuck in concrete and you can't do anything and he cuts at you. That's what you can do. That's it. But if you can, that side step's preferable to going back.
What's the saying? What steps would you take in a knife fight?
Yeah, my dad used to tell this joke. It was in his repertoire of clean jokes. And he talked about in World War II, the recruits in front of their Southern drill sergeant is going to teach them how to use a knife that day. And he says to this one old boy from Georgia, he says, "What steps would you take if I came at you with this knife?" And he says, "Big ones, sir." He's got to take big steps. He's going to get away from that knife. So we want to get away from the knife, especially when you can't read what's going on. I need to get out of there. I can't read it. I'm behind in the pressure curve. He's got too much initiation. I don't have the balance or the mental state to receive it right there at that particular second in time, or part of a second in time. But distance buys time. Distance cures lots of problems. If you're out of distance, he can't touch you. So we want to just leave you with one step is normally not enough. If you take one step, you better be able to defend. But if you take 2 steps, he's going to have a hard time catching you. Thank you.